Hello, everyone, and welcome to Day 6 of the Stanley Cup Playoffs, Round 1. We have lots of games to go over today. We have 5 games to talk about. We have Capitals Islanders Game 3, Golden Knights Chicago Game 4, Calgary Dallas Game 4, Philadelphia Montreal Game 3, and the Vancouver Canucks versus the St. Louis Blues Game 3. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's get right into Game 3 between the Capitals, New York Islanders. Islanders are up 2-0 in the series. We have Varlamov and Holtby back in net for both teams. Just first thing, I want to say that the New York Islanders took it to the Capitals in the first period. I just loved the way the Islanders were playing. They were ruthless, just like they were in the previous games, and they just hounded the Capitals. And they managed to get quite a few good quality chances, but Holtby steered everything away. Until around the 14-minute mark, the Islanders bring the puck in. They end up hitting the post at the side of the net. Andersley picks it up from behind the net, feeds it back to the point, D to D, and then he just taps his stick. A beautiful slap pass, a nice little tap in, and the Islanders take a 1-0 lead. Great first period by the Islanders. Capitals are in trouble. Not much changes to begin the second period. It's the Islanders again generating some nice chances, some odd man rushes, and then at one point, Pajot just breaks through. The puck gets out into from the Islanders' end to the Caps' blue line, and Pajot is like a bullet out of a gun. He's gone. He flies through 3 Capitals players who were basically caught standing still, but Holtby steers him aside. Holtby played amazing in this game. We then go to Washington. They get on the power play, and it's just Karlsson and Kuznetsov feeding the puck back and forth. Karlsson takes a nice hard shot, gets blocked, feeds it back to Kuznetsov, back to Karlsson, back to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov curls, and he absolutely snipes over the glove against Varlamov. Of course, he does, the wing celebration, and the Capitals tie the game 1-1. What a big goal. But again, it's on the power play. It's when they have 5 versus 4. They really need to score 5-on-5 to beat the Islanders. They need to be able to score 5-on-5. Anyway, 1-1. That's it after the first. That's it after the second. It's 1-1. We go into the third period. In the third period, they trade chances, but again, it's the Islanders, I feel, dictating the play, really. I really liked how the Islanders played this game, like I said before. And we go into overtime with Braden Holtby, in my opinion, keeping the Washington Capitals in this game. This is a must-win game for Washington Capitals. Imagine going down 3-0 to the New York Islanders. They are such a hard team to play. Winning 4 straight games against them would be almost impossible. So we go into overtime. And in overtime, so the Capitals, I think it was Vrana, he breaks through, he's on a breakaway, stopped by Varlamov, gets his own rebound, left leg kick saved by Varlamov. Islanders pick it up, feed it out to Eberle. Eberle to a streaky Barzal who's curled at the Washington's blue line. Barzal is just onside, picks up the puck, and he goes around the Capitals' D, then around Holtby on his backhand. Goal. Barzal with the amazing speed, but it all starts with Semyon Varlamov with those 2 amazing saves, and the New York Islanders are up 3-0 against the Washington Capitals with a 2-1 overtime win. Oh my gosh. These Islanders, they are good. Can't wait for Game 4. Next up, we have the Dallas Stars versus the Calgary Flames, and we are in a must-win game for Dallas. Calgary's up 2-1. I feel this is a must-win. It'll be very tough for Dallas to win 3 straight to beat the Flames. So let's get right into it, shall we? It is Joe Pavelski finally scoring first for the Dallas Stars. He scores on the power play at 18-11. Nice goal by Pavelski. It's exactly what they need from him. He gets his third of the playoffs from Klingberg and Sagan. Big goal for Dallas, big goal for Pavelski. 1-0 Stars. We then go into the second period where all the scoring happens. Just a side note, Talbot's back in the net again, and he played phenomenal this game. He saw so many shots, over 60 shots this guy faced. And for Dallas, Goudobin's back in because Ben Bishop is still not fit to play. I don't think it really mattered here. There was lots of goals this game, but the goalies faced quite a bit of rubber. Goudobin faced 40 shots, Talbot 62. I'm going to say this. This is the game that Dallas Stars needed. They really put the puck on the net tonight. It was really, really well done by them. I feel they deserve this game. Let's see if they won or not. So we're in the second period. It's already 1-0 Dallas. A minute 54 in, and it's Johnny Gaudreau's time to get on the board through a power play goal. He scores from Bennett and Monahan. It's 1-1. But less than 2 minutes after that, Pavelski scores his fourth with a beautiful shot from Como and Lindell, and it's 2-1 Stars. This shot was it was just perfect. It was just inside the post, if I can remember correctly. You can't really beat it. Talbot, good luck. It was honestly one of the best shots you could have done there. And then the goals just keep on coming. Calgary's on the power play after that, and 43 seconds after that, Sam Bennett scores from Monahan and Gaudreau on the power play. It's 2-2. Bennett then gets on the board again 10 minutes later. He hits his fifth of the playoffs from Milan Lucic. Lucic just fires the puck low and hard on the net, just like a little snapshot down the right wing. Bennett collects the rebound. He scores. Lucic gets another point. Well done to him. And Calgary takes a 3-2 lead. That lead doesn't last, though, because the Dallas Stars do get a power play at the end of the period. And this time it's they feed Gurionov, who is, he's in let's call it the Austin Matthews slot. We'll just call it that. So he's in there, and he takes a slap shot, and it's like a knuckler, like a rolling puck, and it just knuckles past Talbot. Dallas ties it up 3-3. Big goal to end the second period. We're going into the third. In the third period, it's Derek Ryan. He's chugging down the ice, and he collects the puck on the boards. Klingberg has to go to him, and Ryan just feeds it. If they're in the Dallas zone, he just feeds it to the front of the net. And who's there? It's Reeder, Tobias Reeder. He's there. Speedy man. Gets the puck, scores. It's like just collect and shoot. He scores his third of the playoffs. I think that's his third shorthanded goals. All three of his goals shorthanded. Great to see him scoring. Massive goal for Calgary. Dallas, I'm sorry. But yeah, so they score, and it's 4-3 Calgary. Later on in the game's winding down. I think there's a couple minutes left, and Dallas scores. And they're celebrating, but Corey Perry bumped Talbot. Perry was absolutely pissed. He was livid. But they had to call that one back. So what would have been a 4-4 goal called back. Calgary is still up 4-3. But no worries, because former San Jose Sharks captain and big signee Joe Pavelski, he's here. And at 19:48, Klingberg gets the puck through, and there's Pavelski to swat the backhand, goes through Talbot. He ties the game with 12 seconds to go, 4-4. Massive, massive goal. Huge for Dallas. That means we're going to OT. And in OT, it's Alexander Radulov. He scores, and he celebrates like they just won the Stanley Cup. You wouldn't expect anything less. And, well, it probably felt that way because these guys needed that win. And the Dallas Stars take the game 5-4 to tie up the series 2-2. Goudobin played well. He saved 36 of 40. Cam Talbot played really well. He saved 57 of 62. Still, I think the 5-4 game shouldn't be like on the goaltenders. I thought they both played pretty well. It was just a great game. That second period was awesome. And the end of the third going into OT, that was fun as heck. So I can't wait for Game 5. Series is tied 2. Next game we're going to cover is the Golden Knights, Chicago Blackhawks. Here's Game 4. The Knights are up 3-0, and this is a massive game for Chicago. We got Robin Lehner's back between the pipes after having last night off, and Fleury getting the win. We have Corey Crawford back in, and all I want to say is Corey Crawford, wow, he's the reason Chicago won this game. He played the best hockey he's played in years. He faced almost 50 shots, stopped almost all of them. Unbelievable. Leonard, he played well, but he faced half the amount of shots. Chicago could barely get anything going, and the Golden Knights just kept the pressure on all game. The Golden Knights wanted to finish this game up. Let's see how it went. So first period, honestly, Golden Knights all over him. But then it's 4:08 in the first period, and Schmidt loses his man in front of the net. And it's Mata somehow in the corner. And he gets the puck to Kajula, who's wide open. Puts it past Leonard. Golden Knights had enough men back. It was a missed assignment. And Chicago takes a massive and important 1-0 lead. Great goal by Kajula, great play by Mata, but lost coverage by the Golden Knights there. It was coming back into their own zone. It's 1-0. And then, when you need a win, you get a little bit of luck. And Highmore skates to the corner, and basically he's past the goal line, and he just fires it on net. It's like a looping little shot. I don't know what he was doing. And Leonard is on the post, but his head isn't. And the puck's going right for his head. And he goes to headbutt the puck out, and it's just like you see in football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, right into the net. Beautiful header. Too bad it was in his own net. And Chicago takes a 2-0 lead. And from there, let's just say that's all Chicago really could do. 18 seconds after that, Theodore scores, makes it 2-1. And basically at this point, while watching, I'm like, okay, the Knights are finally on the board. They've been dominating play. Let's just watch this massacre happen now. Congratulations, Chicago. You got the 2 goals. This game's going to end 5-2. Second period comes. Third period comes. And Crawford stones everyone. Mark Stone gets chances, not scoring. Everyone, honestly, the Knights threw everything at him. There were odd man rushes. There were open shots in the slot. Passes across where Crawford shouldn't be able to save it, and he did. And at 19:49 of the third period, Alex DeBrincat, remember, had 8 or 9 shots and high-end scoring chances in Game 3. He gets the empty net, so monkey's off his back. He gets his first ever playoff goal. And Corey Crawford makes 48 of 49 saves. And the Blackhawks beat the Golden Knights to stave off elimination. The series is now 3-1 Golden Knights. Corey Crawford better get himself he better have a massive party, and all of the Blackhawks, they pay for all of his food, everything for the rest of these playoffs, and I'll buy him a car for that game because it was phenomenal. What a game by Crawford. He keeps Chicago alive. They win 3-1, and the series is 3-1 Golden Knights. Okay, next game, let's get right into this game. It's Game 3, Flyers, Canadiens. Series is tied 1-1, and I'm just going to go right through it. There were numerous chances this game. There was posts galore. Montreal beat Philadelphia on the amount of posts they hit. Shots-wise, in the 20s, that's it, low 20s for each team. But Price and Hart, it was a battle. There wasn't no 5-0 game this time, but there was a shutout. Goalies played well, and they can both thank the posts. Hart can most definitely thank the posts because 4 or 5, I think, by the Montreal Canadiens. So let's get into the game. It's Philadelphia on the board first. Voracek scores from Giroux and Hag at 5:21. He gives Philadelphia a 1-0 lead in the game. And that's it. Honestly, that's it. It was a 1-0 win. Price was solid throughout the game, 19 of 20. Carter Hart, 23 of 23. Montreal, I thought they did take it to the Flyers at times. Could go both ways, but I think Montreal probably deserved this win. Carter Hart can thank his posts for the help. Just note, Kotkaniemi, he looked great again. He had a few chances. At the end of the game, with less than a minute left, somehow Provorov tried to clear it, and Kotkaniemi stopped it. And it was him, and I think it might have been Suzuki at the side of the net. But the puck was bobbling up on him, and he kind of had his stick twisted weird, and he got a soft little backhand on. That would have been a big goal, obviously, because it would have tied the game. But Carter Hart was solid. The posts were solid. Montreal couldn't buy a goal this game. And Philadelphia, after getting absolutely spanked 5-0, comes out with a solid defensive effort, and they win 1-0, and they take a 2-1 series lead. Good game, good series. I'm loving it. Prediction, Montreal takes game 4. That's it. Last game of the day. This was a great game. I predicted before. I figured when at the beginning of the game, I'm like, this is probably going to go to OT. And by golly, it did. St. Louis needed this game. They were down 2-0 against Vancouver. Obviously, if Vancouver wins, they're up 3-0, and I don't think St. Louis comes back. I don't think they've ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. But last year when they won the Cup, they were down in series. So if they can win this game, obviously I think they can win the series. I'm still hoping Vancouver does, but let's get right into the game. You have Jake Allen. He's in the game. Binnington's out. Allen's in. Markstrom's back again. So first period, good chances for both teams. No one's able to score until we get into the second period, and it is Vancouver. They're on the power play, and this was nice. It was Hughes up to Pettersson. Pettersson fires it over to Miller, JT Miller, and he's tapping his stick, like, give me the puck. Gets it to Miller. Miller is in stride, beats the St. Louis D, fires the puck, top corner. Beautiful goal. Absolutely stunner of a goal. His third of the playoffs, and Vancouver's up 1-0. Big goal. I think it was around 7 minutes after that, St. Louis is able to get on the board, and basically what happens is Vancouver loses coverage in their own zone, and Falk sneaks in off the blue line, off the right side. He's there, and I think Sammy Blais is driving the net. Thomas feeds it over to Falk, who is just wide open, and it's just a tap through Markstrom's 5-hole. 1-1, big goal for St. Louis. Then 10 minutes after that, David Perron gets his fourth of the playoffs from O'Reilly and Sanford, and this was an absolute snipe. So Sanford gets it to O'Reilly, and O'Reilly comes over the blue line. And it's just like a little soft pass down low to Perron. Perron's turned towards O'Reilly, turns his hips to Markstrom. There's like no room, and he fires it. Just the perfect shot, just under the bar, just inside the post, over Markstrom's glove. Amazing goal. At first I was like, oh, I don't even know if that went in. It was brilliant. I don't even think Perron knew if it was in or not. They celebrated. It was such a nice night. 2-1 St. Louis. Big goal. And then 37 seconds later, Pettersson says, well, what you can do, I can do better. So he has the puck in the St. Louis zone, and it's like he fakes a shot, makes some more space into the middle of, like just in between the hash marks. Oh, nope, makes a little bit more space, then boom. He snipes glove side as well. His fourth of the playoffs from Roussel, and it's 2-2 going into the third period. In the third period, both teams get the chances, but both goalies play phenomenal. Both goalies faced over 40 shots, Allen 41, Markstrom 49 this game. They both played outstanding. No goals scored in the third. We go into overtime. And in overtime, Biznasty manages to he predicts the winner. He said Braden Shen was going to get it, and Braden Shen did. Braden Shen gets sent in on a breakaway at 15:06, and it's basically in between the hash mark and the top of the circle. Shoots high glove. He scores. Big goal, his first of the playoffs. Nasty calls it. And the St. Louis Blues get a much-needed win, cut the series to 1-win difference. Vancouver is now up 2-1. St. Louis Blues with a 3-2 overtime win. Big, big, big goal by Shen there. And there you have it. That's day 6. The August 16th games are done. And weren't they some great games? Islanders are up 3-0 now. Blackhawks stave off elimination. They're down 3-1. Dallas with the big win to take it and make it 2-2. Philadelphia Flyers and Carter Hart gets the shutout. It's 2-1 Philly after that awful 5-0 loss. And St. Louis Blues finally get a win. They're down 2-1. Can't wait. Bring on day 7. August 17th games, you have Tampa Bay Columbus Game 3. Avalanche Arizona. They're in Game 3. Boston Carolina Game 3. Remember, Rask has gone home. And then you have Game 4. It's the back-to-back. You have Vancouver versus St. Louis again. I'm assuming Binnington's in this game. Vancouver, they're going to go Demko? I don't know. I think they go back to Markstrom again. Can't wait for next games. See you next time.